And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Brady.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run gets him 15 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, to a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Elliott on the carry. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
on 3rd down. Love steps away to his left. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Love from the gun. Coleman has it here right side. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
So as mentioned, Charles, you know, the regular season debut of this really beautiful new stadium in Inglewood, going to be housing the Rams and the Chargers who play next week. But you know, what do you think? What's your first impression of it?
Oh, it's awfully favorable, Brandon, when you think about what's gone into putting this stadium together, the thought process, putting together 2 teams, the Rams and the Chargers, and what they would like to see in the stadium, and making sure it all comes together. Plus, the way that they've done things with how they're lighting this place so that it feels like an outdoor stadium, even though it's an indoor field. You've got to give these people a ton of credit for putting this all together. A great place to house these 2 teams. And the Rams getting their shot here against the Cowboys.
That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. He's got his man, Boyd. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. Season, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mostert. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Mostert, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And there's another sack by Aaron Donald. No surprise to anyone. The 2-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He could have easily been the 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not sure anyone in the league has a true answer for him. And one of the best parts about his game, the way he uses his hands. And he credits his high school coach for teaching him that hand placement early in his career.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. A first down carry by Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing. Love. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to let one fly for Tate. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 8-yard line. The kicker.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 20.
Now a play fake. Brady. And this time will be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Love, they go play action now. Airing one out for Boyd. And a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Callahan. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football. Right. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Romeo Okwara just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
Now Brady. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. It's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
On play action. Now Brady.
At the 30.
And first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Open man is Samuel, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for the
clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
3rd down. And 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an
interception, return for a Rams touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He's thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come on. The Lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
This is Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
At the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Elliott. Shy of midfield.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Again, he finds it open. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll get in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Nelson Aguilar, 31 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Rams 24, Cowboys 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Brings up
again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
39-yard line.
Play action, now it's Brady. Rolling to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Cowboys.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. I remember him pregame. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
7-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Elliott. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down, Love. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
And 1.
On 4th down, Love. And my goodness, this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Brought down by
a gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On play action, it's Brady. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And now running right through it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Touchdown, Cowboys! Matt Breida, 31 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Dancing to his left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Love going to keep it on the option. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up
on play action. Love to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Nick Vigil. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Throwing now is Brady. Slant to Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
First down, Cowboys.
To throw is Brady.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He'll buy some time right. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, if they're trying to give enough points, if you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Off play action. Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
Kick is good.
And he puts it through.
That's the score. Rams 24. Cowboys 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Love. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Play action this time with Love. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
His 27-yard line.
Here's Love. We'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And takes good. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jordan Love making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Rams add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Rams 31.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Cowboys.
The ball carrier.
Raheem Mostert, 77 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time through the air. 46 yards. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
yeah,
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Los Angeles, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go.